hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. It's like a dream.
Welcome back, y'all. We're going to try all 3 daily races. This is just going to be our first try at them all, just to see how it goes here, y'all. This is race A at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta. We're in the little MX5 roasters. These things make for close racing, but we're on comfort soft tire, and they will slide around a little bit, so no driver rating is changed on this race, but your safety rating is. We're in 8th. Now these cars, like I say, they'll slide a lot, especially once you go down the long straight and go in this first uphill turn. So I'm going to throttle back a little bit and let these couple slide on around me right here. We just got to make sure we come back into P8. That ain't going to be no problem. We're letting them come on around, which 2 of them do, and the other one's way back there, so no harm, no foul. They're 4 seconds back for some reason. We come around here. There's Mr. Clean the Grass, if you just remember him at one of my races. Oh, Lordy. I was kind of hit with a bizarre kind of luck with all 3 of these races. You'll see when it comes to the last one. Now, the last one is Group 1 cars, and they really fast. And we're at Le Mans, 5 laps. But these little Mazda MX-5s are fun to race. It's real easy to run over another one though. So I was just checking it out and trying to learn the car and the track in this race. That's what I normally do. I normally don't really post this one. It's usually the second one of every race I do, or if I can get it done, it is. Actually, this was my first try on all 3 of these, and I actually got to finish them, per se. I mean, I do get them finished, but there's some struggles take place trying to figure out where I need to set the cars up. Now, this in here, only thing you can change is your traction. Can't change nothing on the brake bias, nothing on nothing, so it's just the way it is. Everybody's got the same problem, so push through it. Now you want to try to grab this inside coming off that hill, because these cars, that's about the only time you're going to get some good speed coming down around through there. So the tighter you hook that turn, the more speed you carry down through here. And then I just kind of ease the throttle and the brake and let it work itself through here and forth. After everything you're used to racing, then you're in a car that you're struggling to get 82 mile an hour in, and then they're getting crazy, fishtailing it. It just makes it fun. We got a few of them here, got some penalties. I always keep it 4th about right in there. I kind of grab 3rd too soon. I usually wait to right before I touch that apex and then gear down to 3rd. If you get it kind of good there, you get a good shoot up the hill, but if you get it really, well, you know, it's either you get halfway or you're really bad off, so. I want to keep it in 3rd through here when I can, because it makes it for just a better deal to get going. Because these cars in the lower gears will lose the back end, they're light. And like I say, we're on comfort soft tire. Now there's a time trial also on this track. You can get 2 million credits. I'm literally 4-5 off from having gold. I'm still in the silver zone. And it's in a Ford Focus. And they're slidey about like these cars, so it kind of made sense why we'd be here in something that's going to be sliding around, since the, somewhat the trial that's different type of car, but yet they're about the same kind of driving style. You basically just got to hook the apex and slide it all the way to the edge and hope for the best. No, it'll be there. If you hook that inside and you can just stay in the throttle, it'll be where it needs to be, as long as you don't kind of force the issue. Now through area, I basically, now the way I was doing it, I was having to work the gas and the brake all the way through that turn back there. And then I usually grab third and back to fourth in that bus stop, because it'll spin you out there too. Right before I get this apex, I drop the fourth and then ride it all the way right there, grab third. You can go a little bit further than what I was going, and it just helps hook the turn to go up the hill. Get that front end to come down there a little bit. Because if you don't get it down there, it just dog walks, slides plumb off the track. I hook this sometimes kind of wrong and get it fishtail, and that costs me a little bit. It's going to be a fun race. All three of these races this week are going to be pretty fun. Just got to get the car down, get in a rhythm. It's a new week, different track, so I was just coming out of Brands Hatch, so that's one of my favorite small tracks ever. So I mean, I like a lot of tracks, but there's some of them, if I see them up, I won't even enter them, because if you ain't no good at the track, I ain't going to get on there and destroy somebody. I struggle in Le Mans with the Nissan, I ain't going to lie, because I didn't have the brake bias. I'm just now figuring out where I need to set the brakes on it. It has no chicane in that race. We done it a while back, which we've done quite a few races there in the group ones, but it's Le Mans, so at 5 laps you're still wanting 5 more. Just like this track once you get in a rhythm, it don't matter what you're racing in, you want more laps. This 4 laps was just getting you to want to race. I was trying my best to close in on these two while they was battling, but they got draft because they right on top of each other, literally, because you can see the smoke flying. I didn't get to watch the replay. I don't know if they was kind of helping each other to get going, or they was battling. I didn't get a chance, so I was trying to push. I noticed once you got so close to them, though, you had to dodge out to the left or right, because it just like there's a brick wall in front of you. Like, you wouldn't get no faster in this thing. But these little cars are fun. 105 mile an hour, 108. 113 mile an hour before I backed out. Come sliding in here and catch a friggin' slowdown. I was hoping to get the overtake right here. They got a half a second slowdown, and I got a second. Well, I deserved it. I cut that corner pretty crazy. But we keep 5th place. There's 4 seconds behind us. That was a pretty fun race. I am going to do all of them again with a little more practice too. Gained 3 spots. Wow, seemed like I gained more than that. Well, I guess when they jump out, it changes it. Alright, now we're here at Grand Valley in Group 3. And you know, if you race this track, you know it's slick and slidey, because it's got sand all over it. And they kind of mimic it pretty good in this game, so gotta be careful coming out of some of the turns. We're on racing hard tire, starting 15th. I'm gonna do the same thing here too, so I'm gonna let them around. This is the first races of the week. I gotta see who I'm racing with. And sometimes you race with a person and you didn't do good with them. Then the next time you can race with them and have a heck of a race. So it's just sit back and always like going from behind to see how they act with other cars. You can usually pretty much pick them out then. Are they going to try to crash them because they get to overtake? Are they brake checking? Or just plain out trying to take your front end out? As you'll see in the third race at Le Mans, it's a draft fest at Le Mans anyway because it's that big old huge track and the Group 1s, all the downforce. So if you really ain't got a buddy to work with, you're going to get stranded. But they've learned if they come up and not push you head on from the back end straight, they just catch you in the left or right quarter panel, they can spin you around at 200 mile an hour. So yeah, that's a wild ride and a weird feeling when you got to hold these wheels. It's got a little bit of torque on them. Out of Iowa Blue, you about to break your arm off. I got mine cut down to a little bit, but it ain't all that powerful anyway. It's just right for this old console playing, I think. It gives this right amount of feel. I've been playing with it for coming up on a month. I'm still adjusting around on the sensitive stuff and different things, but I got it all the way up right now. I don't know if turning it up too much is taking away from some of the feel, but you can feel when you hit them cracks, the curbings. That's why I know, like, it helped real good right in here. I could feel that I got the grip right here. And there's a little bitty edge of concrete right here, and it's really grippy. Once you feel it, you can feel it in the wheel right here too. Once you tag at when I grab second. I never could. I don't know if this is the one or not, but there's one does that every time I let turn, and they seem like they just had jet fuel once they come out here. I could not get close enough to them to even go to try to overtake them. Get way over here so I can get a straight shot when I top the hill for the braking right here to 300 mark. And then I stay out of the fuel until I see that concrete, where the dirt and the concrete. And it gets swirly through there too once you get back on the field. Now, the leaderboard has several different cars for this race, so there's one waiting on somebody. They seem to be doing this a lot in these past couple races because Le Mans, if you watch the map every now and then, you'll see a car sitting still or crawling like that behind me. Well, it's on back there behind us. But yeah, they're waiting on somebody. It's getting bad. I learned it's a little bit funner when you overtake them instead of punting them out. I used to just get rid of them and do like that guy just did that one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But no, it's funner just chase them down if you can and show them how to overtake cleanly. I actually get to do that in the next race. I come from 4 seconds back just in time to cross the finish line to make a heck of a save to overtake one that was pretty dirty. You just have to watch. It was awesome racing. It's awesome racing anyway, like I say, Group 1. So they fast. Out of the 3 races, if I had to say right at the moment though, even though I struggled in the MRC, in the Mazda 5, but I actually liked that race. The first race that was on here, which they're all 3 really good. They're all 3 gonna be fun this week, so just hope we can get them down and get a little better at it here. As the week progresses, you get more practice and pick out a good racing team. brake early this time to keep it second, and it didn't work. I got in the marbles, I dropped it first. I see this guardrail right here is where I start braking and just letting it break itself down. It gets a little squirrely through there. Now the fence there on the right's your braking marker, and I get swirly because they get knocked out there, so ooh yeah. Now I got front end and right front wheel damage. So it's really gonna have to be babysitted around through here until that goes away. I got one running up behind me, two of them coming. He's all the way over almost against the bridge. Now right here you can definitely run it all the way to the 100 marker, because once you start braking, you're braking uphill. And I dropped it first right in there just to grab at, like I said, concrete piece. And it'll pull you on around there. You can just feel the tug. You get it wrong through there, you're going to definitely get it wrong bad. But now the green one's coming up on me sideways. CDL racer. Now I'm kind of a little off my round right at the moment, so they're going to get me right here for a second. Trying to hold them left as long as I can, because I need to get way over here. I'm going to ease up a little bit, let them on by. Don't want a high speed punt. Okay. Maybe up first, didn't want to get into them. Here's where everybody's going to push it and mess up, so. Was able to hold the inside tight, but I was still in first gear. Ooh, I got squirrely up here. This ain't gonna be good. I used that car as a crutch. Oh, Lordy. I'm gonna try to stay tight with them here. As you come around through here, there's a little wind thing, air wind sock. That's when I start getting back on the throttle. I fully get on the throttle once the car gets completely straight though. Struggling this round though. So I'm not even knowing if that's going to change all that might change after I get the car down through here. Or try a different car, who knows. But I do like racing the Porsche every now and then if it's in the race lineup. They're pretty good coming out of these little twisty bits. That's why I like them. They're usually, some of the cars are really faster than they are down the long straights, but it don't matter as long as you try to stay in there. Alright, there's race 2, y'all. We still got in 5th. There's 2 races I finished 5th. It was a curse, I ain't lying. Let's see if we can do better in this 3rd race. Ooh, I was even in the red, wasn't I? Nope. Nope, 3 of them were. We come up 10 positions that round, finished 5th. Alright, here we're in Le Mans. Put the brakes all the way on the front, and I am running traction too in this Nissan, because when the power band kicks in on this car, it will send you around if you don't watch. We're on a racing medium tire. P12 starting out. Now I got a bunch of Mitchellables in this one, so I know how they are. So when we get around here and Nick lets us go, I'm pulling to the right and letting some of them go by. I got some up in the front, and there's a few of them behind me, and I knew I wouldn't make it through the past 2 turns without it being a crashing derby. And I was trying to do a clean race here, best I can. It's hard when you know got some that's going to be targeting you for whatever reason. I have no clue. But, you know, we're going to, oop, that went straight to the fence. They must have had a issue there. Yeah, he's going by her. We'll get back out here now. Like I say now, they might not be that way every race, but when you race with somebody a couple races in a row and they're pretty shoddy about the way they do things, it's best just to stay behind them and wait it out, because they are fast. Sometimes they're mostly the ones that are fast. I don't know. We'll figure it out here. Like I say, it's early in the morning. First go at all three of these new dailies. They're zigging and zagging. I go to help this one here. You know, it's always good when you know they've punted you around before, but you try to help them out. I guess they think I was going to try to take them out because they know how they are, and they move to the right, so I'm like, alright, we won't work with you. Now this one come up behind me. First time I thought, well heck, they're going to do the same, they're going to help me. Now watch, they're going to go to my right hand side and they're going to try to hit me in my back quarter panel just to spin me, not the bump drive. So I just keep even over in front of them. They're going to come up and tag me. They're going to hit me square on, not in the corner panel. They almost spun me there. Imagine 220 mile an hour. So I hang hard left here because I know they're going to go for it again, and then I pull in deep to the right here and let them zoom on by, and I still make the apex somehow here. And grab second, and they get a little squirrely back there. I think where I put traction to them helped me out right here at the beginning. Instead of getting squirrely, I can get on the gas a little quicker. Now they're running up again. I am trying my darndest just to shake them. I don't want no bump driving with them because I know it ain't to be trying to get to the front. They're just trying to take me out. We go a little hard on the brake here, which they're coming in behind me. Plumb into the sand, so they're just chasing me down. They done this in the races last week too, a couple of these. So I don't think they've wore it off. Still got to get this section figured out with this car. My brain tells me I need to stay in fourth, but I keep wanting to think I need to drop to third, but right in there is where you do the gear change. There's a section there on the left, and you come around there, it's got grass, and then goes straight to tarmac. Now right here is one, we ease back on this one. Most times drivers like this about take themselves out, you see, trying to figure out how to block you. I went back and looked at the replay on that section. They got resetted there 3 times in a row where they kept trying to cut the same corner over and over. I about put it in right here in this part of the race. I thought, nah, it's just too much. Who knows? Everybody has bad days. Third when you keep it balanced through there. I'm still learning the car. This one, as like I say, it's the very first races of all 3 of these. Just a little bit of practice. On this race here, I only practiced the start and getting through the chicane up to the hairpin. I didn't practice none of the rest of the track. See how they coming over? Goofy. So when they do that, I don't want to work with them after that point. I'd rather work with one I know would pump me if I was in front of them than I would work with somebody that done that, because it's just the way it is. Like this one here. And this one here is the one I want to make sure I don't care where I finish at, as long as it's in front of this and the right way. I'm helping them right now. I'm giving them a boost. They got a half second slow down. I'd rather have them in front of me and pull away from all that in the back. Same deal here. As soon as I can see the yellow and blue there on the right, I start slowing down when it starts coming into my screen. Everybody trails brakes and brakes in different areas. So that's my typical area on any car, is right before you come into that turn. And it's like up here. Now these cars, you can actually turn them while you're braking. So you can brake while you're going into this turn and carry a little more speed, which it still got me. I have to still get it told to myself about, you can do that, because I get to where I want to brake way too soon. You can actually start braking as you come into that turn. You just got to brake hard and use the gear down of the engine power to help brake you down too. Or it will slide. Was going to go for the move on them here, but then we got P3 here, which gets a little tag. We're getting the grass there a little bit. I try to power through it, which was mistakes, and now I'm all into P4 and can't do nothing about it. Well, he was P5, it was P6. He just drove through both of us. So. Nervous race right here, y'all. Here comes another one, so I go way off the track to get away from them. See, the race ain't over yet. I'm still right there with them. But we'll get to where we'll get it a little better. Easy, I got a little tap from behind, made me tap them, so I'm gonna hold them over there. And this in here done a crisscross on me, so you're gonna watch me do a crisscross right in their face here, and then back over again. And then I'll mess up totally bad here. See what I mean? Just stay on your race, what I should have done. That's what I was telling myself when I come out here. Why'd you do that? You didn't get nothing accomplished, but looked like a prick. Should have drunk that second cup of coffee and then maybe started the race. A little too early still. Who knows? Still, that was uncalled for. Like cutting somebody off in traffic. See, there's one back there waiting on one. Some lobbies you get into are really bad dirty. That wasn't a pump, but it looked like it was. But it didn't go well for me because he kind of jarred left because I didn't see them there. Which I'm glad it didn't cause a problem. I was just going to try to get ahead of them over there. And they don't want to work with nobody, so we all went around them. They got to slow down also. We still got a chance to get up on the front end of the stick here. I did figure it out though, at the brakes it was probably should have been on like +3 on the front, not all the way to +5. Kind of made it twitch a little more in the back end with it all the way like that. So I kind of figured that out after this race. I've done a few practice laps on just the time trial thing. We're still just a little over a second behind them. So we got 2.4 behind us. And getting a little as we go, so there's something going on back there. Oh, we went plumb out in the gravel. I slowed that down to take a photo to share on to friends online on here on the game, and you can see the rocks just flying in the air. Pretty cool. How they got the debris that hits out in the road now. They've done that on a lot of racing games now. It ain't just on this one. There's several that's starting to mimic real life things. They're getting in there with these darn games, man. Make them really... Oop, we tag a while. just messed up completely. Right there on the left, there's a strip of green grass. As soon as it disappears, I usually drop a gear. I had to zigzag here. I got damaged, so I didn't want to slow them down. Front right wheel's damaged. So they had to overtook me regardless of the sense fighting it. I just didn't want to take them out. That's why it looked so funky through there. I zigged and zagged. If we get this damage over with, we can get the race back on with them. But now they had a car and a half length beside of me. I didn't completely pinch them out. It kind of looked like that on the screen, but they had plenty of room over there. I just went ahead and started gearing down a little bit lower through here because I figured it out. The brakes, I had the brakes all wrong. I couldn't get it slowed down. I should have been able to come through there in like second, third gear with ease. Just like right through here, I should have been in third gear all the way around and fourth. And then hit the brakes right about there, but I had to drop a gear too. So it's in the brakes. I gotta switch them out, or I'm pretty sure it's probably needs to be +3 on the front, which we'll figure it out. None of the races this week had pit stop though. It's just straight runs. I mean, all three races together ain't gonna be 40 minutes. I didn't put no bloopers in it because everybody's having the same problem this week. This is the very first of the week doing these new races after last week, so everybody's getting adjusted to everything. So. Some of them don't get adjusted though. They did last week anyway. All the way to Sunday, they're still racing the same way, starting about mid-pack and then either not finishing or way in the back at every race, because that's what happens when you go to war with another car instead of racing them. You ain't getting nowhere. Who knows, that maybe that's what they like, the battling. I still get that wrong. I can't get my head that that car will handle more speed under braking and the turning. A lot of them you don't want to turn and brake too hard if you brake any. But this one you can actually brake as you turn because it just pulls it on down there. I gotta get that figured. I gotta get that in my head. We don't drive these cars a lot. It takes a little bit to get used to these. Any of the Group 1s. Which I like racing any Group 1 car. Just about it. I got 3, and I'll probably try all 3 of them at this race. The Mazda's got me nervous, and that Mazda's a beast, but good grief, it's really twitchy. It usually is. Now, it might be really good in this race, I don't know. We're gonna give them all 3 a try. Running up tight on them here. Oop, had to dodge right. I didn't want to hit them. We're slinging gravel again. It's the final showdown with the Razor Blade now. I want to race him and pass him clean, but I do want to pass him. Try my best just to maintain second through that round. These cars just don't do too good, I don't think, with the medium. I think they probably do better on a hard tire, really. I get in the grass, so we're riding it out. I didn't want to overturn it. I didn't want to spin out, so I just let it ride out till it come back on the track. We get a slow down there. Yep, 1 second. You don't want to cross back there for sure. It is a tough one there. Not a half a second for just barely crossing. It's a whole second. We're pretty good. We got almost 3 seconds behind us and gaining time somehow. I figured they'd run me down, but I'm pulling away from P7. And it's going back and forth with P5 here. One minute I'm gaining on them, next minute they're way ahead, so I don't know what's going on there now, though, 4 seconds, so. Tired of them. I still got faith I can get this second pulled off and still catch up with that. Be nice to get them next 3. Yeah. But anyway, we're gaining a little bit of time on them here. That's only because they battling like crazy. They gotta be watching them numbers click now, because I would be. Carry it in here best as possible. Yeah. Alright, one of them ghosted out there, so. Yeah, they got really twitchy. That's good. I gotta get this second over with here and try to get back onto them. Seconds. Can I pass them? We're going for the send of the century if we do, buddy. I'm just letting you know, because this dude, or whoever they are, is about to get whiplash. That's all I can say for them. Keep third gear through there. I went to first and grabbed second. After I was on the inside, they try to knock me off the track. We still sling around them. They didn't even stick around at the end of the race for no comments, because they know they wasn't none. Alright, y'all, let's check out where we ended up here actually. We come up 7 spots. Thank y'all.